You're watching Ticket TV. Like, share, and subscribe on your way in.
All right, y'all. Let's see if you guys will get the notification for this video. I got some breaking news for you guys. Shout out to my boy Diddy Docket, man. He always coming through in the clutch. Man, salute to him. This is wild, bro. This is wild, man. All these people was out here. This is what I told y'all, man. It's all about standing on business, man, because all these people came out here running behind a narrative, demonizing that girl. They saw get the holy hell beat out of her. And now they're going to have to stand on this because this dude's a straight liar, right? He's a straight liar. And we just going to keep it copacetic, right? This dude's full of shit. Clayton Howard. He is exposed now, man, and exposed in the worst way. And we're going to talk about it right now. I know y'all ain't getting notifications. I haven't been doing lives like I normally. I used to always do lives, so y'all would always get it. They took me out of the algorithm with that because I was doing long form videos. So they're not going to try and give y'all this. But y'all let me know if y'all tapped in. Y'all hit the like button if y'all come on in. And I'm still going to rock with it. This video probably just build later on as y'all see what's going on. But let me know if you guys can hear me in the comments. I'm going to get right into it. I'm not even going to stall y'all out tonight with this. We getting right to the funk. Because this shit is crazy. Right? Can you guys hear me? Y'all let me know in the comments, man. Y'all can hear me? Yeah, bet that, man. Salute y'all. Yeah, y'all hit that like button, man. Let's get those likes up, man. So this brother right here, Clayton Howard, he had been going from platform to platform, demonizing Cassie Ventura, saying that Cassie was not a victim. He called Cassie a co-conspirator, right? Is what he called Cassie, right? Now he said that Cassie, he made a lot of accusations against Cassie, right? He said that Cassie was a co-conspirator, basically. Well, he toast now, bro. It's a wrap for this brother, man. And I hate to see it go down like this, but then I like the truth to come out at all times, right? Because when you do stuff like this, bro, the truth is gonna have to come out one way or another, right? And so we're gonna get right to this. So Clayton Howard, who everybody was, yeah, man, everybody was out here banging on Cassie. Cassie don't eat to this nigga. So he came out and filed a lawsuit. If you guys remember, this guy came out and filed a lawsuit against Diddy and Cassie, right? Now he basically went in. Hold on. Let me send somebody this. I had to make sure y'all gonna get this down. I had to repost this link so you guys will actually get the notification. I had to repost this because I know I came in here. East Coast time is late. West Coast time is still a little bit early, but I had to make sure y'all come in here and get this. This is wild, right? He made so many allegations against Cassie, and I'm gonna talk about it right now. And I'm gonna show you how he got ether, bro. He is done. He is done, bro. Bro, after this shit right here, he don't even need to never come back ever again, bro. He need to go ahead and pack this shit up, bro. He need to pack this shit up, bro. So basically, he alleged that Cassie was an accomplice with Diddy, right? And in some of the claims, he claims that she was a quote-unquote primary trafficker alongside Diddy, pressuring him into sexual acts and exploitative encounters. He also claimed that Cassie gave him, a ST through unprotected sexual activities. Now, he alleged that he impregnated Cassie and she terminated the pregnancy without his knowledge or consent, then continued to have unprotected sex with him, right? Uh, his other claims include he was drugged, manipulated, emotional, psychological harm, and Cassie's alleged participation in or enabling of abusive dynamics, he stated. He also claimed in interviews that he witnessed Diddy assaulting Cassie, but has criticized Cassie, her portrayal as solely a victim in the media and docuseries, right? So basically, he appeared in the Diddy-related coverage, including the Netflix docuseries Sean Combs' The Reckoning, produced with the involvement from 50 Cent. Now, he has separately sued Netflix and 50, alleging the series distorted his testimony by portraying Cassie primarily as a victim while downplaying or omitting his allegation or accusations against her. Right? Right? So check this out, y'all. Now, he had all these claims. He basically claimed that Cassie was a co-conspirator. And people were saying that Cassie was a victim, right? Oh, she a co-conspirator. This is what this dude was saying. Game over, y'all. Cassie done came out and dropped the ether napalm bomb on this dude. And y'all smash the like button. I'm finna show you what she did. Cassie came out and dropped the ether napalm bomb on this bum. Here's what Cassie just did, y'all. So Cassie has just released a response to his claims. And remember, he's suing Diddy and Cassie. He's suing Diddy and Cassie. Y'all hit the like button as y'all come on in, right? Because he claims that Cassie was a co-conspirator, right? He went on interviews. He did multiple interviews going off on Cassie, calling Cassie a CUM bucket, all kind of just crazy names, which, okay, cool. You want to do all that? Cool, no problem. But here's the thing. You did all that. Cassie said you also did this. Oh, that's right. Y'all see it on your screen. This right here is a message. This right here is a message that Cassie is saying that Mr. Clayton Howard sent to her husband. Remember the husband everybody was ganging on in the situation? Clayton Howard in this message, as you guys can see, this alleged message is from Clayton Howard. You can see it down there on the screen, right? They screenshotted him. Now, here's the thing. When Clayton Howard allegedly sent this message that Cassie has posted, here's the problem. When you send a message to somebody that's not following you, that person can look at the message and put it as unseen. They can accept it or reject it. You won't know if they saw it or not unless they accept it. They got the message he sent, but they never accepted it. I don't know if Clayton Howard may have known this or didn't know this, but when he sent that message, he might have turned around and erased it, not thinking they saw it. Because on the other side, if somebody's not following you, you're not following them, and you send them a message, they have to accept it first. So he was probably thinking, if they didn't accept it, they didn't see it. So maybe he erased it on his end. But they screenshotted it. They screenshotted it. And the message, ladies and gentlemen, says this. And Cassie put this in her paperwork. And I'm about to tell you what Mr. Clayton Howard allegedly wrote in this message to Cassie Ventura, the person that he told everybody was a co-conspirator. This is a message that he wrote to her husband, allegedly right here on the screen. And Cassie has filed this in court paperwork tonight. This is going to be weird, and I'm reading from the first line. This is going to be weird, but it's something I've wanted to do for years, as I live with my own guilt and regrets, excuse me. Let me repeat that again, the first line. This is going to be weird, but it's something I've wanted to do for years, as I live with my own guilt and regrets. I know your wife's truth is 100% valid, as I'm sure you did as well. I would have come forward, and I'm glad she got some form of justice. I personally saw that guy do a lot of shit that was super not cool. A lot of what I saw really bothered me. And because homie was fucked up, but I knew she was in love and wouldn't leave despite being beat up and punched in the chest in hotel rooms, choked and forced into shit I don't want to embarrass anyone with. Let me repeat that line again, because Clayton Howard was telling everybody Cassie was a co-conspirator. You should feel guilty about her. Oh yeah, you know, I'm surgical with this thing, nigga. Surgical with this thing, right? This is in the official court papers today. That message has been exposed to all you niggas that was running around here on YouTube, capping, sitting up here, running behind this liar, right? Let's get back to it. This is what he told her husband on the private message. And this will be what gets him done dirty in the end. He says, a lot of what I saw really bothered me. And because homie was fucked up, but I knew she was in love and wouldn't leave despite being beaten up and punched in the chest in hotel rooms, choked and forced into shit I don't want to embarrass anyone with. So he says that Cassie didn't leave. This is his own alleged words right here. Despite being beat up and punched in the chest in hotel rooms, choked, and this is the key word, y'all, and forced into shit I don't want to embarrass anyone with. I'm damn happy you saved her. You were in the right place when she was finally strong enough to leave. Blessings. I tried to reach out when I heard about her suit because I know of the situation intimately for almost 8 years. I'm glad she got something probably not near what she deserves. But if she's happy, that's all that matters. Best to you and your family. I really want her to know. Please tell her Clayton says he's happy she made it out. That nigga's toast. That nigga is toast. You talking about the bomb for Harlem. And the fact that this video didn't get the notifications going out, y'all already know what's up. Because I've been putting out the short form videos, so I never really did that before for a long time. So the YouTube algorithm has been messed up because normally been over 2,000 people in this chat room. But y'all gonna like this video. Y'all gonna share this video right here. Y'all gonna share this damn video. You're gonna share this damn video right here. So Cassie, in her response to this dude, right? In her response to him and all of his allegations, Cassie writes, in November of 2023, Cassie Ventura filed a lawsuit alleging music mogul Sean Combs trafficked and abused her for many years. After telling her story, she received an outpouring of support. In late 2023, her husband received one such message of support from Clayton Howard, the plaintiff in this action. Now, read under the message, y'all. Now, a few years later, plaintiff has changed his tune. He now asserts when he was working as a professional escort and sexual companion, he was trafficked by Combs and the woman whose truth he previously believed was 100% valid, apparently absolved of his guilt and regrets. The plaintiff now seeks monetary compensation from Cassie for the trafficking act in which she was a victim and for which she provided 4 days of sworn testimony in a federal criminal trial. Mr. Howard's Fourth Amendment complaint is sprawling, contradictory, and uses conclusory allegations and broad date ranges, plead multiple claims against multiple defendants. The 4AC should be dismissed in its entirety as to Mrs. Ventura. First, the plaintiff, Clayton Howard, cannot bring claims under criminal statutes. Second, many of Clayton Howard, the plaintiff's claims, are ultimately or cannot be applied retroactively. And Clayton Howard, the plaintiff, is not entitled to toll the state statute of limitations in his claim. Third, the plaintiff does not state any of his legal claims as a matter of law. Finally, this case should be transferred to the Southern District of New York for the convenience of parties and in the interest of justice. Mrs. Ventura respects the judicial process and therefore moves to dismiss this action for failure to state a claim and, in the alternative, request a transfer of this action to a more convenient and appropriate venue. But to be clear, baseless and harassing lawsuits like Mr. Howard's play a significant role disincentivizing actual victims, right? Actual victims from coming forward or testifying truthfully as a government witness. This court should not countenance this misuse of our legal system. He's done. He's done. He's done. This nigga went from interview to interview. He went from interview to interview, talking about Cassie Ventura, and all these buffoons was running with what he said on YouTube. Hey man, you see what he said? He exposed Cassie, man. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? But here's the problem. They have the private messages where he says that Cassie was 100%, right? Her claims were valid, 100%, he said. When she said that she was trafficked by Diddy and all these other things. So, where did he change his mind? Yeah, let's listen to what he had to say. Because I think it's very important, you guys, to listen to these buffoons and the things that they say. Because, see, the things you say out your mouth, it means something. It have to mean something. You can't just come out your rabbit-ass mouth talking buffoonery talk and thinking that you're going to get this shit off. Not going to work. Not going to work, you guys. And this guy, he bit off way more than what his ass can chew. And why do I say that? Because they on his ass, y'all. Now, I want y'all to listen to what Mr. Clayton Howard had to say. I want y'all to listen to what he had to say before all of this. Oh, no, not before all this. I want y'all to listen to what he had to say after he wrote this message to Cassie's husband.
And Cassie would tell you to come in here, right?
Oh yeah. The first time we had unprotected sex was definitely Cassie. Again, bro, like I'm trying to use the right word to respect your platform, but I was smashing her, bro. I was putting that twerking. Yeah, like it's not, it's bad to say, but it's kind of obvious. She's a beautiful woman. A heterosexual man, it takes no effort to do what you got to do with that woman. So I would go in there, bro, and I'm making love to her like it's the last day on earth, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm going in on her. The first time we had unprotected sex actually is the first time she drugged me with ecstasy. We probably had been seeing each other for maybe, I want to say 2 years, and they would put me through it, bro. Like I would go to these encounters and I would be up for like a day and a half, and bro, I would be hurting because I wasn't taking.
Now, let me read this. As he's saying all these crazy things, let me read this to you guys, because y'all know I'm just about the truth. I don't give a damn where it lies. I'm just gonna stand on the truth. at all times. The question is everybody else gonna stand on truth? Or is niggas gonna just keep running around here capping and being cool with a lie? That's all I wanna know. Right? That's all I wanna know. That's all I wanna know. Right? And I'm just telling y'all what the truth is, man. Right before we get back to this bum, I just want y'all to hear where the truth stands at. Because the truth always got to ring out. Now, let's listen to what he had to say again. Because it's a wrap for the kids, y'all.
Taking drugs with them. I was an athlete. I ran 5 miles a day. I was a constant workout enthusiast. I don't got time to be doing all them rock star drugs. And besides, I'm not in the music industry. You know, the music industry is a rock star lifestyle. This is how they live. I don't live like that. So I remember asking Cassie, what do you take to stay up like this? Cause I'll be with you for days and you got the same energy like you had in the morning when I got here. So I remember she looks at me and she says, I was hoping you would ask. Hold on a second. She goes into the room. She comes out quick. She shows me like a purple E-pill, thick E-pill too. And I said, what's that? She said, it's ecstasy. She starts breaking it down to me. And I'll be honest, at first I was resistant. I'm like, nah, don't take that. I'm good. But you know, it's like what they say. Most men who do hard drugs, a woman introduces them to them. A woman opens you up to it under the promise of sex or something that's going to give you a benefit for trying this substance. And it's true. So basically, Cassie tells me that if I take a little bit of this substance with her, the sex is going to be amazing. It's going to go from 1 to a 10. And looking at her, how beautiful she was, how the great intercourse we were already having, it was enticing to see wait a minute, it can get better than this? Really? I'm curious. So I don't like to take pills. I told her, all right, how am I supposed to take this? She says, hold on, I'll crush it up for you and I'll put a half or a quarter of it in the drink. So she gives me this drink. I drink the drink, and she did not lie, bro. Within 30 minutes, my entire body was alive. I could feel every nerve ending. Me and this girl ended up having sex for 3 days when she gave me this time. During the course of this sex, I believe it was sometime during the night, we were involved in the encounter. So, I'm stroking her. It's hot. She's into it. She pushes my abdomen up, reaches, rolls off the condom, and pulls me in her real quick, bro. You date women. I'm pretty sure you've been in a situation where shorty hit you with the wham-wham real quick before you knew it. You in her. You don't know what the hell is going on, but it's so good, you don't come out because, we know how we are as men. Once you get inside like that, it weakens. It's like kryptonite to a man. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of fell into it because it was a totally different sensation. I'm high off this ecstasy. It's wow, I done fell into heaven all of a sudden. So me and her kind of forget Puff is even there, and we're just going at it, slow, deep strokes. And what snapped me back into the...
And let me say this. If they would have put this dude on the stand, Diddy would have probably been found guilty on every charge. I'm going to tell y'all why I think that. Because he probably wouldn't have known that Cassie and them had this message. So if they'd have put him on the stand and then turned around and said, well, hey, bro, this is what you allegedly said right here on the private messages, bro, back in 2023 when Cassie first filed a lawsuit. Why did you decide to switch your story now? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. But like I said before, I only stand on what the truth is, man. Wherever that's at, that's where I stand. All this other cap, I ain't with it.
The encounter was Diddy himself actually asking Cassie specifically, yo, you f***ing him raw now? Both of us look up. She's looking me in the eye. I'm looking at her I'm waiting for her to say something because this is your dude and it was your idea. So what you waiting for me to say something? She tells him oh, I checked this paperwork. It's all good. And that bothered me because, I still thought they were in a monogamous relationship. So immediately to me, someone with some intelligence, the first red flag was, why would this woman lie to her man about seeing my STD results? The hell with that. No. I jump up. I said, yo, man, listen, check this out. I do have clean test results. I can pull them up on my phone. Can she pull hers up? He said, I thought she's seen already. I said, I ain't show her nothing, but I want to show you because I want to see her and I want to do this right. And Diddy's a man. Diddy's cool. He said, you know something, bro? I respect you telling the truth. He was mad at Cassie, but he was so into the freak off and we was going so like hot and heavy, he didn't want us to stop. So he tells her to show me her results. She shows me her results. I log in. I think it was Quest Diagnostics I was using at the time. I show them my results, and this is how the freak offs continue. Now, the next encounter, because, you know, like, I was high. I had unprotected sex with this girl. I was super nervous when I left. Like, damn, I probably caught everything in the book. So I go and immediately get an STD test. And it does come back clean. So the next time I see Cassie, you know, I'd rather be safe rather than sorry. I pull out a condom. She says, you know, what's up? And I said, you know, we never know what could happen. I know you said you're on the pill. I got a girlfriend. No, we got to be careful. She says, all right. Diddy sees the condom. He said, yo, bro, what's that for? Like, you already done had sex with a raw. You really want to put a condom on? I said, yeah, you know, I got a girlfriend, and we got to be careful. So Cassie throws the ball on me. Like, you know, I didn't have a problem without the condom. He wants the condom. So now she throws me under the bus and puts it on me. Diddy comes back at me like, yo, bro, you don't think my girl's JJ clean? Like, what's wrong with you? I done blessed you and let you hit raw already, and now you're going to reject it? She's looking at me. He's looking at me. Peer pressure's real, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, the STD test came back clean. All right, Clay, you know what? What you got?
Man, that boy, a hell of a liar. Now, I'm not saying every aspect of what he said was a lie, but the main part where he said, because he wrote to Cassie in 2023, husband. He wrote to her husband and told her, hey, you know, man, I mean, you know, I'm glad she got out, man. You know, her claims were 100% valid. So if her claims were 100% valid in 2023, why would those same claims be a lie in 2025, 2026? Make it make sense. Why would those same claims be a lie in 2025, 2026? He is done. They have this man. You can't tell me that you wrote a message. You allegedly wrote this message and sent it to her husband. And on Instagram, what people forget is that if somebody's not following you and you go find this person and you send them a message, you won't see that they saw the message unless they accept your request. They have to accept your request. Read the bottom. Accept, delete, block. If you accept it, they'll see that you read the message. If you delete it, it goes away. If you block it, it's blocked and it goes away. They don't see anything. They didn't accept it or anything. So even if he erased it on his end, by the time they screenshotted that, he's toast. All they had to do was screenshot, screen video that, and touch his avatar and show it goes right to his official account. And if they got a screenshot, you better believe they got a video. A screen video record. He got a lot of explaining to do after he wrote that. This is disgusting work. So you told her husband that she was forced. But you told everybody else that she was more of a co-conspirator. Willing participant. Had all these people out here slandering Cassie like that. When you yourself wrote her husband in 2023, according to what they have put today in their response to you legally. And if y'all can see the date is today. Legally, you go look up the paperwork yourself. That's why I always tell y'all, go do your own research and smash the like button as y'all come in here. Y'all already know we ain't getting notifications out. So hit the like button. All those people that ran with this, calling Cassie all these names. And what happens if Cassie turns around and sues all these people who said that shit? Especially the ones who got money, who ran with this narrative. When this dude allegedly hit it. And here's the thing, are they going to come back and say, hey, man, this dude was on cap, bro. He misled us. We were wrong on this one. Diabolical work. The government should have put him on the stand and let him perjure himself. And then once he said all that foolishness, they just come out and say, hey, did you send this message to Cassie's husband in 2023 after she filed that lawsuit? You know, this same message where you're saying, so now your story changed, right? Sir, did anybody ask you to change your story? Why did your story change now? Because in the text message and in the Instagram private message to her husband, you wrote that, you know, she was 100% valid in her claims. You said that I know your wife's truth is 100% valid. You said you know that. You said it right there in the message. This is allegedly from you, Mr. Clayton Howard. Right? Bad look, buddy. You didn't know that they had the screenshots. You probably, maybe, erased it, thought it went away forever. They didn't see it because you didn't see them accept it. So you probably thought, hey, man, you know, they get a lot of messages anyways. Probably don't even be checking these messages. But they saw it. They caught that message. You didn't know they saw it because they didn't accept you. Just like some Ben Matlock type shit. Just like some Ben Matlock type shit. Crazy. Just like some Ben Matlock type shit. Right? That's what this is. Straight up. Crazy work, man. Diabolical. And he said all these things about this woman. All these different allegations.
Under pressure, and I really needed the situation at the time, so I didn't want to mess it up, so I went with it.
Wow. And she forced you to have sex with her before, right? While she was on her period? She put hands on you?
No, she didn't put hands on me. She forced herself on me. But that's a difficult story, but it's not too hard to tell once you understand what happened. She calls me for one encounter. I can't remember the exact year right now, but I remember it was cold. And it was my anniversary with the girlfriend I was dating at the time. So, you know, I was like unavailable for the weekend. So Cassie happens to call me this weekend. She's like, yo, are you available? Come to LA. I'm like, baby, I can't. It's my anniversary with my real girlfriend. You know, this is my real life. I got to stay here. She flips on me. What the hell are you talking about? We made a deal a couple of years ago that you were exclusively for me. This is monogamous. You're supposed to be available when I call you. She's pissed. So I'm confused, bro, because you got a whole man. What the hell are you mad at me for going with my girlfriend that you know about, that I've been dating 4 or 5 years? She doesn't care anything about that. She's cursing at me. She's rude. She's like, yo, basically, if you don't come, we're done. We're done. And I was shocked by that. So she.
Now, he said, bro, this nigga got that story down to a T. That story is down to a T. Think about this now. To a T. You can't beat this with a stick. Keep going.
He hung up on me. I think, you know what? Let me call Diddy. Tell Diddy what time it is. You know, he's a man. He got a woman. He might respect my situation enough to let me come in the morning and at least let me spend tonight with my chick. I called Diddy up. I explained the situation, and he totally agrees with me. He says, you know, let me talk to him. So he hangs up. He calls me back maybe 5 minutes later. He said, bro, she's not trying to hear that. If you don't get on this plane, she's never going to call you again. Now, the truth is, they paid me so well. They paid my mortgage when I went to see them for like 2-3 months every time I see them. So it made sense for me to go because of the economic reliance I had on what they were doing for me. So I go out there to see her. I get there maybe 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning. I remember I got there late. And when I finally got into the suite after all the delays, you know, normally when I enter the freak off, it would be a bunch of little.
Man, this is sad work right here, y'all. I mean, to go out like this, it's definitely sad. You know, you go out like that, man, it's definitely a sad thing to see, you go out like that. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Definitely a sad thing to see, man. You go out like that. It's definitely sad, y'all. Definitely sad. I'm bothered by it, but again, y'all see what's up. But let's keep going. I want to keep going a little bit.
Tea candle lights all over the suites because these were really nice suites, bro. These were like duplex suites. They were like 5-star apartments in these hotels, these suites in the Beverly Hills Hotel, and etc. Diddy and Cassie took a lot of time to set up for these freak offs. Like there would be platters of baby oil, one platter of baby oil, Astroglide. There might be another platter of Ciroc, De Leon, champagne, water. The blankets would be covering the couch to prevent from accidentally damaging the furniture with baby oil. The tea candles would be all around again. So, there was like a romantic ambiance to it, a sexual ambiance to the room. There was a vibe, if you want to call it. This is the only time I saw them in 8 years. There was no vibe in the room. It was dark. There was comforters over the couch, but I remember the living room drapes were completely drawn, so you couldn't see anything.
Boy, this man, he explained this stuff to perfection. This the part everybody got to remember. He explaining this part to perfection, right? This is wild work, right? Wild work. Diabolical, man.
So now when I walk into this room, it's dark and Diddy's in there and he just has one candle covering his face. And he's like, yo, man, she mad at you, but, y'all make up, but she mad at you. I'm like, all right, whatever. Cassie comes into the bedroom. She don't even talk to me. So I'm trying to, but at this point I had like 4 or 5 years and I'm a gentleman. I'm a charmer. I try to charm her. I'm like, yo, you really mad at me for being with my girlfriend? I'm like, how you mad at me, baby? Like, I got a girlfriend. I can't shit on my girlfriend. That's my real life. She's like ignoring me. Diddy's actually trying to talk to her like, yo, babe, he got a girlfriend. Like, you got a man. What you really so mad for? So I guess when he said that, she kind of realized she was playing herself. And she's like, whatever. And I'm like, all right, so you mad? I try to give her a hug. And, she gives me the hug back. And I can smell the alcohol on her. So I know she's drunk because I can smell it. She pushes me on the couch. All right. She starts kissing me, whatever. I'm thinking she's just drunk. She's horny. She's ready to go like women sometimes are. A woman can get so drunk they become sexually aggressive. This is what I'm thinking she's doing. So she put...
Hey yo, homie be late. Homie be on that, man.
Pushes me on the couch. She's kissing me. She's rubbing my chest. She gets my shirt off. She gets me to stand up. She gets my pants off. And at first it felt pretty good. It was like, oh crap, she's taking you. This is what's up. All right, babe. But after a couple of seconds, it just started to feel weird because she was too aggressive, and she was never aggressive like this. Diddy controlled the pace. If he thought we was going too fast, if he thought it was too much lust involved, he would be like, slow down. But this time he didn't say anything. So she's continuing to do this, and the faster and faster she's going, the more and more it's feeling uncomfortable. So now I start to tell her, like, hold on, wait, let me see what's going on. She's not trying to hear that. She pins me with her hips around the couch, and she's kissing me. She throws her tongue in my mouth like she's really passionate, and I can taste the alcohol on her tongue.
Now, he's saying all these things, right? Now, I want to show y'all the biggest problem I have with what this brother said and got exposed in this message. He allegedly wrote this message, and they put this in the court documents. He wrote this message to Cassie's husband in 2023 as soon as she filed that lawsuit. He wrote that message to her husband and basically validated all the claims Cassie made against Diddy. But this is what he told and said on the internet. Think about this.
Yo, bro. You think Cassie told Alex the truth, bro? Absolutely not. Like shout out to Alex Fine, and I mean that with seriousness. I'm not clowning him. Shout out to Alex Fine. He is a man. Because if my woman had came to me and told me the things that Cassie probably told him to make herself look like a victim, I would have told her to go after Diddy for a bag too. So Alex Fine is not wrong for that.
To make herself look like a victim. But this same nigga wrote the husband when the lawsuit first came out. and said, hey, man, you doing the right thing, man. I mean, hey, man, she, you know what I'm saying? Read it. These niggas on cap. Cap. This is the disgrace. And people was going with this shit.
People saying that he schemed on Diddy to get a check. No, that's his wife. His wife told him a bunch of foul stuff. Him looking out for the interests of his family and his wife, he probably did encourage her to sue. But I totally do not think that dude knew the extent of her involvement when he supported.
So why you didn't tell him that? Why, when you wrote the message to her husband, why didn't you tell him that all of the claims that she made was 100% valid? Clayton, this is the coming to Jesus moment, sir. Your claims, sir, against her, your claims were, sir, this is going to be weird, but it's something I've wanted to do for years as I live with my own guilt and regrets. I know your wife, truth, is 100% valid, as I'm sure you did as well. This is what you're telling her husband in 2023, sir. I would have come forward, and I'm glad she got some form of justice. I personally saw that guy do a lot of shit that was super not cool. A lot of what I saw really bothered me. And because homie was effed up, but I knew she was in love and wouldn't leave despite being beat up and punched in the chest in hotel rooms, choked and forced into shit I don't want to embarrass anyone with. I'm damn happy you saved her. You were in the right place when she was finally strong enough to leave. Blessings. I tried to reach out when I heard about her suit because I know of the situation intimately for almost 8 years. I'm glad she's got something probably not near what she deserves. What she deserves. But if she's happy, that's all that matters. Best to you and your family. I really want her to know. Please tell her Clayton says he's happy she made it out. Really, Clayton? Are you serious, brother? Are you serious, brother? Are you serious? Are you serious? Huh, Clayton? This is what you said, bro.
Supported her in this case. How you think he taking it? Truthfully, I don't try to think about homie. That's his problem. That's his wife. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, I'm just like, you see everybody talking, yo, that he's the world's biggest simp and shit like that.
But like, well, but dude, that's what you signed up for. You got 30 million. I would be in another country, setting my family up there, not worried about American social media. You a multi-millionaire now. To hell with America and all that BS they coming to let you call you a simp, move you and your wife to another country where that $30 million becomes $200 million, and y'all live the rest of y'all lives on an estate like kings and queens. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like all the other stuff where, like, dude, I totally respect dude. I gotta be, especially if he stays with her after all of this. I totally respect him because I couldn't do it. Once I had known that like all these guys was nutting in her and she was manipulating these guys to do this for years, and you lied to me like this, I would line her up for a few years, then divorce her and take half the money. I'm gonna just keep it a buck.
Yo, that's mad funny, bro.
I'm gonna just leave it a buck. That's how I would give it up. You lied to me. You don't deserve all that money. I would be the 2020 version of Chris Judd. Remember Chris Judd with J-Lo? Yeah. The backup dancer that got millions of dollars, married her for a month and saw. I would be the new Chris Judd. He would be the new Chris Judd. Excuse me.
Yeah, I see that differently.
But shout out to him. I don't think he's a simp at all. I think he's a man who was with his wife. He loved his wife. His wife told him some horrible things that happened to her. And as a man who had intelligence enough to figure out some things went wrong, he told his wife to sue.
So you think he think all of us is lying, bro?
I know he don't think we lying.
All right, so I mean, like that gotta have some kind of effect, bro. Because I mean, look, bro, you stronger than me. Because even though
Shit's sad, man. Sad. This is really what's going on, y'all. But that's not what you wrote that man, though. That's why I can't respect that. I can't respect that because that's not what you wrote that man. What you said on here and what you wrote him.
I stood up in that courthouse, not knowing about these other guys yet. I sat there and was like, hell yeah, I was trying to steal her, and I would have definitely dated her. But let me tell you something, I would have definitely dumped her ass once all this shit came out. Because hell fucking no, bro. I'm sorry.
Caught.
Hell no, boy.
Boys caught, Cassie.
Nah,
if I found out that her man did
Nah.
all this happened, we going to divorce court. We there. You mind you just sign over half the money to me now, because he's gonna win any divorce proceedings they have. He's gonna win. He's going to win. Look at the history that got exposed during this trial. This guy can get half of her money and leave her with them 3 kids like that tomorrow. So if he stays with her, I respect him. I really do respect him. I have nothing against dude. I don't think dude is the world's biggest simp. I think he's a man who tried to help his woman out, gave her good advice, and she does like women do when they do nasty, horrible stuff. They don't want people to know. She lied through her teeth. And he, as her husband, he believed her. He went with it until the trial happened.
Now, you said she lied. But in this letter to her husband, you said that all those things she alleged in that suit was true. Which one is it, buddy? Was you lying then, and now you telling the truth? Or you just lying all the way together? I'm just saying, dog. Lesson to everybody on here. When you put something on social media, it stays on social media, you guys. When you put something on social media, it stays on social media. It never leaves the atmosphere. It never leaves the atmosphere. Once you sent that message, and he didn't have no way of knowing if they saw it or didn't see it, because he wasn't friends with them on Instagram. And when you're not friends and you send a message, even if a person sees that message, you won't know they saw it unless they accept your friendship. This might have been a downfall of this brother, that he didn't see that they saw it. He might have thought, oh, they ain't checked that message. Let me erase that real quick. Diabolical work.
She got exposed.
But man, I done been through my own horrific.
Like, share, subscribe, y'all. I can't wait to see what the comments got to say about this. Let's get this over 1,000 likes.
Hey guys, Ticket really hopes you enjoyed the content. There will be a link in the description box and pinned at the top of the chat room where you can go to the Ticket TV merch shop and purchase the exclusive merchandise for men and women. Thanks for your support, and he appreciates all sales.
Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure y'all click those links below. Subscribe to the podcast show. You can donate support to the channel, Cash App, PayPal, or buy that weight loss formula. All the links are below. Peace.